So ang nakikita nyo pong certainty dito, 10 versus 5. 10 for conviction, 5 for acquittal. Yung pong sigurado.
Leaning. Yung mga leaning, no? At ito yan. Kasi, hindi pwede kasing isusuko mo na kaagad, di pa nagsisimula. Pinupulsuhan mo pa lang based dun sa public pronouncement, suko ka na. Hindi ganun. That's not how it works. And again, I've seen that. Talagang kahit sa mga botohan nun, lamang na lamang yung mga pro-acquittal kay Chief Justice Corona. Pero nung lumabas yung mga bank accounts, tapos nung nag-meltdown si Chief Justice Corona doon sa witness stand, nagbago isip ng karamihan. So in the end, 20 nga kami nun, no, who convicted. Ngayon, ganun din. Ako, I'm confident. Pag nagsimula yung trial, lalabas yung mga bank accounts ni Sara Duterte na joint accounts with Digong Duterte na billions yung transactions in and out na pera. And ang critical dito, yung every 6 months, merong dividendo silang nakukuha galing sa isang drug lord. Ako, sinasabi ko na yan, and dito, I'm so confident nandiyan na lalabas yan. And ako, no, I've been saying this the past, 9 years? Ngayon, sinasabi nila...
Since 2016 po ata.
So, that's 9 years.
Right,
so,
9 years.
Sinasabi nila, gawa-gawa ko yan, then ito yan. Kung ginawa ko lang yan, imagine, talagang wala na ako. Wala na akong credibility forever, no? Pero I am so confident that it's there. Ngayon, sila yung natatakot kasi alam nila na totoo yung sinasabi ko.
Why would you say that, for example, sir, totoo pong natatakot sila when you have the Vice President saying that she wants the trial to proceed and she wants a bloodbath?
Ano yan lip service yan nag-ano sila no? Kumbaga, they're saying one thing, but they're doing another. Kanino bang batayan sila Bato na nag-circulate ng resolution? Di ba sa kanya yan? Pwede niya sabihan, Mr. Bato, tigilan mo na nga yan. Baka sabihin, natatakot ako sa impeachment. Pero hindi. Si Sara, yung front lang niya yan na parang confident siya. But I can imagine her shaking. Hindi nakakatulog yan. Kasi alam niyang, pag lumabas yun, again, every 6 months, nag-encash siya ng cheque. Cheque to, manager's check. When she was mayor. Tapos every 6 months, pati yung mga kapatid niya, si Digong, si Hanilet, lahat sila tumatanggap ng dividendo from a drug lord. Pag nakita yan ng taong bayan, nako, pati yung mga supporter nila sa Mindanao, sa military, sa police, they will realize now na tama pala kami all
Senator,
this time.
if it's true, what you're saying,
Yeah.
bakit ho ganun kalakas ang loob ng ama, ng Vice President o yung kanyang kapatid na sinasabi niyo mag-withdraw every 6 months?
Sorry?
Bakit ho ang lakas ng loob
Nila. Oo.
na gawin ito?
Dahil
Kung
meron,
totoo.
yes, dahil meron silang impunity, Remember, nung mayor si Duterte sa Mindanao, sa Davao, 30 years yan, akala nila doon lang sila So, hindi nila inisip na aabot sila sa national, na magiging vulnerable sila, subject sila sa scrutiny. In fact, si Digong, hindi niya naisip na merong ICC Di ba? So, kaya nung ginagawa niya yung mga criminal activities niya, akala niya wala na accountability. So, ganun sila pinalaki. Kaya nga sabi, pag nakita mo, hindi naman ito parang ignorance na bakit ka mag-i-encash ng cheque, Pero ganun ang nangyari. For at least 4 na payments, then saka sila nag-ship sa cash. So, after nung 2-year period, they realize may paper trail yun.
And what is that 2-year period? What are those years?
2011 to 2013.
Balikan,
So, incumbent mayor siya niyan, Incumbent mayor, hindi niya dinedeclare sa SALN, tapos, ang tanong, bakit ka tumatanggap sa isang drug lord? Diba?
so basically you're saying that in these 2 years,
Yeah.
ito po yung nagkaroon ng withdrawal every 6 months, tama po ba? Or deposit every 6 months?
Every 6 months.
But you also mentioned that they would
Encashment.
do
Nung una kasi yung dividendo, cheque, manager's check. So, ini-encash nila every 6 months. Pero eventually, dinideposit na lang diretso sa kanila.
The fact, sir, that the resolution is making the rounds,
Yeah.
the draft resolution, And that accordingly, there are other 2 draft resolutions possibly also going around. But that's not yet confirmed because yung draft resolution po na de facto dismissal ay inamin na po ni Senator Bato na galing sa kanya. Kung magkaroon po ng motion, anytime before June 13, bago po ang sine die na tinatawag nga po, this can be taken up. Kayo po is dating senador.
Yeah.
This can be voted upon. And with a simple majority, this resolution, kung ito po ang gagamitin nila, itong de facto dismissal, may win. Ano po mangyayari pagka yun po, nagkaroon po ng botohan at manalo po ito yung dapat na i-dismiss, yung trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte?
Actually, marami silang pwedeng gawin to stop the trial aside from that. Pwede silang mag-motion to adjourn, pero mag-question ng lack of quorum. So, tatapusin lang. The same way na pinatay nila noong February. Kasi noong February, they could have done this, pero hindi nila ginawa dahil may nag-motion for adjournment. I-flashback ko lang, nung corona impeachment, na-transmit ng House, or for that matter, ng House, nag-decide sila, 1/3, December 12, December 13, tinansmit sa Senate, ni-receive sa Senate. The day after, December 14, nag-oath kami as impeachment court. It only took us less than 30 minutes for the whole exercise. Then, nag-issue na ng summons. January kami nag-commence ng trial. Ganun lang, it's supposed to be that way. Ministerial lang ito. Kaso nagkaroon ng mga intellectual gymnastics, kung anong interpretation ng forthwith. So, mabot tayo rito. Ngayon, apparently, there is a determined effort to kill the impeachment, whether through resolution or through adjournment, kung ano man motion. Kaya ngayon yung kailangan natin bantayan. We need to be vigilant. We need to be, kumbaga talagang sounding the alarm na paggaginawa nila to. This is betrayal of the constitutional
But Senator,
mandate.
kayo po ay naniniwala and would you say you submit na tama po yung sinasabi ni SP Cheese na kapag meron pong resolution that is filed and then it is voted upon and then that resolution wins, for example, this one, ay pwede po talagang madismiss yung trial, hindi po magka-trial dahil nga plenary is supreme.
No, plenary is supreme pagka walang constitutional mandate. Hindi pwedeng, kumbaga, pagka diniktahan ka ng Constitution, kasi defined yung mga limits ng powers ng Senate sa Constitution, nakalagay doon. Pagka merong mandato sa iyo, let's say yung SONA, kailangan yung umattend lahat. Sinasabi niya, may motion daw ng, motion to adjourn to attend the SONA. Yes, plenary yon, pero ministerial yon kasi wala naman kayong power to say, I object, ayaw namin umattend, let's just sit here. Wala kayong ganong power. Yung power nyo to decide is just ministerial to comply with the constitutional mandate para pumunta kayo ng SONA to attend. Hindi pwede mag-session kayo while the SONA is going on. Yun. Ngayon, yung impeachment, ganun yan. Trabaho ito. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, let's vote on it, wag na tayo mag-impeachment trial. Ibig sabihin, yung plenary powers ng Senate is above what is dictated on by the Constitution.
It appears that way because that's what the Senate President is saying. And in fact, if anybody wants to question this, he says, you are free to do this before the Supreme Court.
Yes, yan nga yung sinasabi niya. That's his opinion. Pero, before this, kahit tanungin nyo yung mga Senate Presidents before him, 9 out of 10, siya being the deviant one, magsasabi na, we don't have any choice. The Constitution says tayo magkakandak. Hindi mo pwedeng i-dismiss yung kaso antimano na without hearing the trial. Wala nakalagay sa Constitution. Ang nakalagay sa Constitution nun, mag-trial ka, i-acquit nyo kung idol mo si Sara Duterte, di-acquit mo despite the evidence. Pero not like this. And he knows that. Alam nyo, kakilala ko yan I've worked with him, magka-bloke kami sa minority. Alam niyo yan, matalino yan siya. Magaling yan si Senator Cheese. And alam niya, deep in his heart, alam niya na mali itong ginagawa niya. Pero, siyempre, siguro,
So why is he doing this?
nagdo-double down na siya, nagdi-dig in. Pero ako, if I were to advise him, step back, mag-recalibrate ka. Kung, kumaga, probably nung kinonkok niya itong plano na ito, ay iniisip niya na walang magpo-push back.